Good morning. So this is the 17th day of the retreat. Silent time is over. Those 5 days were really restful. Today we restart going to ceremony. This morning I wanted to talk about why I find it so useful and beautiful going to these retreats. I find that just being around the same type of people who are on your same wavelength can be very activating. For example, before leaving for the retreat, I was doing a lot of research on past lives and star seeds, and apparently a lot of the participants here have been studying that. And one of the participants, my friend Alex, he recommended this book, and he lent me this book, Bringers of the Dawn. And it's amazing because I've never read a book so fast. I think I was able to finish this entire book in 3 days, and the information was just flowing in. And through this book, I was experiencing my own personal activations, and I was just in the flow, and it felt really beautiful. For example, one aha I had was this one section on twin flames. In the book it says, stop looking for your twin flame externally. Your twin flame lives inside of you. And what that means is, if you can become whole inside of yourself, and if you can balance your male and female energies, then you reach the state of oneness. And once you reach that state, then you're more likely to attract people into your life who are also whole. So it's not like you're filling in parts, missing parts of each other. You guys are so whole that you only attract whole people, and I love that idea. You know, there's no lack. There's only abundance, and there's only flow. And I realized for my own journey, you know, I started off growing up in a really tough neighborhood, lots of gangs. Somebody almost shot my mom while she was washing dishes. People getting arrested, helicopters flying over every night, just really intense, not a nurturing neighborhood, not a nurturing environment. So I learned to grow up tough with a thick skin, and I was always angry, especially because my entire family, their mode of communication back then was yelling and shouting and just anger. So I felt, in my estimation, I had very little feminine energy growing up, and I spent the rest of my early life up until my 20s, before I started meditating and going on this journey, just being full of this rage, you know, so no femininity at all. And I'm not saying, you know, male energy is necessarily rage, but I identified more with male energy. I was always wanting to fight, you know, I was always wanting to yell, or whatever I was doing, whether it be a job or a sport or a test, I wanted to dominate. I wanted to conquer, you know. Was that type of mindset. Again, not healthy. I'm not saying that's healthy male energy. But for me, I sort of associate it with less female. And then I started on the spiritual path. I took my first ayahuasca ceremony, and then I started exploring more my feminine side. And then personally, I feel like these last few years, I've really been focusing on trying to be soft, speak a little bit softer, and just be more gentle. But after reading this book, I had this realization that one could merge both the male and female energy and have them be whole. And I'm trying to figure that out now for myself. I just had this idea, this epiphany yesterday, something that I actually want to do for myself. I don't know what that exactly means, so I have to do some research and more meditation on it. But that's something that really came up after reading this book. And I'm thankful for the activations that me and my friends here are giving each other while we're going through the shamanic initiation training. This experience is so strong, it's so beautiful, so life affirming, just so magical. Thank you. I'll see you later.
If you like this video, please consider giving it a like or subscribing to the channel.